When I tore my ACL the first time, which was my left knee, I lived in Virginia, in Gainesville, Virginia, and it was May of 2012. And I was kickboxing. I just landed wrong. I came out of the surgery fine. The pain was totally manageable. But then I had my first physical therapy appointment. It was a pretty grueling physical therapy appointment. And then at the end, when they got me on the table and told me to make a muscle with my quad, and I couldn't even move it, that's when the little tear kind of trickled down my cheek, and it was pretty shocking. It was a pretty emotional experience to not even be able to move your muscle. I didn't even feel like I had a chance to work hard. I felt like it was all taken away from me, that the muscle wasn't going to work, period, no matter how hard I worked. It was at least a year and a half where I started to feel normal again. July of 2015 is when I injured my other knee, my right knee. I was playing ultimate frisbee at the park with the guys from my husband's work. I fell to the ground and of course said my knee, because I knew. And by that time, having had the first injury, I knew. I was flashing back to the challenges I had with my first injury. I was thinking about being restricted and what is it going to be like now, having two knees injured. They sent me in for an MRI, and it was ACL, MCL, and we later found out 2 decent tears in the meniscus. So a lot more damage the second time than the first time. I definitely felt a greater sense of urgency to get into surgery this time. Having experienced it last time, I found a doctor that I really liked in San Clemente, Dr. Van der Rijs. When I met him, that's actually when I found out about the QB1, which immediately piqued my interests because of the stimulation that could happen right away at home. He explained that it had the stimulation built right into the brace that would stimulate the muscles. I had the surgery August 6th, which was less than a month from the time of the injury. I used the QB1 as soon as I could get access to my skin. You use it 3 times a day. It wasn't painful at all, not at all. And it actually made me feel really good to have something I could do right away that would be proactive in my recovery. Whereas the first surgery, it was over a year and I was hoping to just not have my leg give out anymore. Whereas this surgery, I was having to hear, no, you can't do that yet. No, you can't do that yet. There's no question that the muscle stimulation has helped. I'd never had a point where I couldn't make a muscle. That never happened to me because I used the QB1 right away. In fact, the first surgery, I couldn't do the leg lifts for the longest time. This time, I almost did too many leg lifts. I could do them right away. The QB1 has helped me significantly. It has started it off, it's carried me through. It's kind of been my underlying best friend, extra hand, and helper to do the things that I can't do on my own so that I can do what I need to do. I'm still a woman that is over 40, and my recovery is ahead of schedule than what even a young athlete would be at.
The opinions, procedures, and results depicted in this video are those of the patient and do not necessarily reflect the opinions, policies, or recommendations of CyMedica Orthopedics or any of its employees.